I am at home. I'm in Atlanta right now. I just loaded up the New York team. Brandon is going to New York. My business partner, Brandon. I don't know if I've ever introduced him. I own a company called Build Your Own Dreams. Co-own it with a guy named Brandon. He lives in Austin. We have events. We're doing Afropunk this weekend in New York and Black Wall Street in Chicago. So I'm going to Chicago. Tia, our digital strategist, is driving up with her best friend, Genesia, who works with the other company that Brandon and I co-own with one other guy, Mike. So Genesia, she's on our team too, just not the Build Your Own Dreams team. She's driving up with Tia, so she doesn't have to drive by herself. They're both based in St. Louis, but they're both meeting me in Chicago on Saturday. Brandon and Maya, our social media manager, and Hope, our merch manager, are flying out in the morning to head to New York, so Brooklyn specifically. So I just took them a bunch of our new merch. This is the most requested shirt, and we have never done a short sleeve black shirt that says Build Your Own Dreams, ever. We've had a long sleeve black shirt. This one is puff print too, and it's got the custom tags. We did a long sleeve one for Black History Month this year, but our first ever shirt was a black therapy shirt, and everybody was like, do you have Build Your Own Dream shirts? We didn't, so now we do. Puff print as well, and on comfort colors, my favorite t-shirt. And then we haven't done therapy shirts since, I think, the spring. We typically drop spring and fall. So here are the new therapy shirts. You feel me? I'm about to show y'all the back. So the front of the design was done by some of our homies in Tulsa. Town Clothing also has a design side. So John, one of their designers, he designed the lettering and all of that for this. And our original therapy shirts, the first two runs of them, they also designed the back. We now have an in-house designer. So therapy, even how it's stylized, is actually our own font. But we changed the back of it a bit so that it had some more of our messaging on it. And our in-house designer designed this. He made the flower. It says love yourself. So this is a new version of the tees. And then at the bottom, it gives statistics on serious mental health issues. And then our most utilized quote right now, you can't build your own dream without protecting your mental health. Brandon came up with that because people would always ask us, like, okay, what does Build Your Own Dreams have to do with mental health? And I'm like, I know what it feels like to be trapped in my mind even when things are going well. And it is not a dream, it's a prison when you're not mentally healthy. And I know that in so many dynamic ways. So yeah, if we're building the dream, your mind's gotta be right. You gotta have peace, you gotta have hope. You gotta be able to really think, And then we have some other shirts. I'm not gonna show y'all all the shirts because this is not a Build Your Own Dreams channel. But I'm headed to Chicago Saturday morning. Today's Thursday, it's Thursday night. I have some meetings tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff I need to tie up. I need to pack all this merchandise. I need to figure out what I'm packing in. I think I have a big suitcase that we bought. I just turned back in. I gave my mom back a suitcase that she had let me use, that I've been using the two big suitcases, but she's about to go on a cruise. So I have a really small suitcase, small rolling one. I think I'm gonna fill up the big rolling one. It already has merch in it too, that's the thing. I'm gonna finish filling up the big rolling suitcase. I don't have a lot of room. And then I'm gonna try to fit the rest of this in the small rolling suitcase. I probably have about 140 shirts. I think they're expecting about 1,000 people. Hopefully more will come. We typically have a 20 to 30% conversion rate, so it'd be great to sell out, but we struck out really bad at our last event that we normally do incredible at. The least we've ever sold at this event is 66 shirts, and we sold 5 2 weeks ago. So my confidence is waning a little bit, but not too much because we set the goal at 1,000 shirts. We've only sold 16 shirts. It's only the third date of the tour, So I'm not pressed, but I definitely thought that second date of the tour, we were going to kill. I thought we were going to at least sell 100 shirts. And we only had 100. We had ordered more. The printer had a power outage, so we didn't even get to pick up the additional. That was these. We were going to pick up 210 more shirts, something like that, 220. So we didn't get these, which was a godsend because we only sold 5 shirts, so we wouldn't have had any space to take the shirts back. We both had full suitcases. So yeah, that was God looking out for us. So our merch guy just freight shipped them this week. I picked them up a couple days ago, delivered them to the team today. And gave them a pep talk, what is your elevator pitch? This is an easy way to engage with people, compliment X, Y, and Z, just kind of giving them some tips. The team typically will vend in Atlanta if we have a big event, like Holy Smoke, the festival that we own. But that's guaranteed people coming that are fans of us. Hand-to-hand combat, I haven't seen them participate in that. And I'm really confident in myself. I'm great at sales. I'm phenomenal at in-person sales. Let me not say phenomenal. I'm good. I'm great. I'm good. I can grow, and the way that I grow is doing more of these. I do more events. And as I get older and better, I do a lot less selling and a lot more learning. And so what we've been learning is that if we make the table more engaging, even if somebody doesn't buy anything, they engage with the brand. We're not selling anything. We're not selling specifically these shirts. We're selling a lifestyle. We're selling a concept. We're selling an ideology. The hope is that at some journey in internalizing that ideology, you purchase a shirt to help expand what the community is trying to do. So, so we're just trying to engage with the community for it. We put Jenga in the tent now, so you can come play Jenga, but you can also write what you feel like are the building blocks to your dreams. We now have postcards, so you can send a postcard to your sad friend, or you can keep one for yourself to remind. You can buy, we're selling them 3 for $5. They're really beautiful. They say, I wonder what kind of garden your tears are watering. I hope it grows the flowers that you like. And that was just a phrase that came to my head when I was severely depressed in 2021. I had experienced a ton of loss, and I had completely lost who I was and was really trying to figure out who I was. And there was business, it was just everything. I was going through a metamorphosis in my life, and I tweeted that. I wonder what type of garden my tears are watering. I hope it grows the flowers I like. And I just remembered that, and it was something that brought me so much comfort when I wrote it. And so I didn't forget about it, and I wanted to figure out another touch point for people. I've been thinking through it, and we went to Johnny Cupcakes in Boston. The team did, because we had a team day in Boston after we threw a conference up there for 2 days. And Johnny Cupcakes has a ton of greeting cards. And I had been thinking about the postcards. I talked to Brandon about it, but all of Johnny Cupcake's greeting cards are very brand forward, and they say quippy, funny things. And I was like, what if we could make ours brand forward, but very encouraging and thoughtful and helpful? Because I knew I wanted to send postcards, but I was like, they could be dream quotes. I think they're so much more impactful when they're beautiful words about hard things. And of course, I want to expand to dream quotes and things that encourage people to dream, but could I encourage somebody's heart? I encouraged myself when I wrote those things, and I felt like the phrasing, even if everybody doesn't get it, and I know everybody doesn't get it because I've shown it to some different friends, like, what do you think about the design? And they talk about the design. I feel like if somebody sent that and asked about the design, I would be so captivated by the words, and I would tell them. So I recognize that it's not for everybody, but the people that it's for, it will highly impact. So yeah, we're just growing and building community, and I'm so encouraged by that. I'm learning a lot about myself. I just went and formally got diagnosed with ADHD. It came with a lot of thoughts, feelings, emotions. I'm also an empath. So even though ADHD is on the lower, more chill spectrum of mental illness, internalizing that I actually and mentally ill was a really unique process for me over the last few days. And I think I arrived at it fully today in therapy, just talking about the feelings that evoked. I don't have a major conclusive thought about that, but I should be starting medication soon, which hopefully will really help with organization and not losing stuff and motivation to do things. I dread so much stuff. I'm just like, I gotta send this invoice, or I gotta send this email. I dread a lot of things. I dread cleaning my room, and I'm not dirty. I clean. I'm just messy. So, yeah, I dread a lot, and I think that it's like the connection doesn't work. And now knowing that it is ADHD, which is something that my therapist, I've been with her for 2 years in July, and in May, she kind of was like, I think you may have ADHD. It was April or May, like right around my birthday. And I was like, really? So for almost 2 years, she didn't notice it. So for it to go undetected, which is essentially somewhat of the conversation that I had with the psychiatrist, it was just an interesting experience. I don't have really much anything to say, but I'm going to Chicago in a couple of days. I need to pack. I need to pack the merch. I need to pack my clothes. I need to clean my house. And I have a to-do list that I need to finish. And tomorrow is my only other day to finish it. And that's a lot of pressure. And the packing and stuff is not even on the to-do list. I'm talking about my business to-do list. So I need to get to it. As my friend Nia says, this is it's procrastinative. It's basically, she puts together the word productive and procrastinating. And that's what I'm doing. I'm making video content because I need to make it, but I don't need to make it right now. But it'll only happen when I feel motivated, and I only feel motivated to do it because I'm avoiding other shit that I have to do. So here we have it. That's why I am looking forward to the medication. I just want to do things and not be up till 4 a.m. because I'm finally like, all right, I'm going to do this thing while I'm like cracked out tired. So going to be in Chicago this weekend, and then I'll probably shoot some footage. Y'all can see that. And then I'm going to be traveling a ton. So we'll see that. We'll talk about it. Yeah, all the things. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you want to hear me talk about. The end.